that banged up before, mate?
Have I had a race that hard and that banged up? No. No, last night was difficult. It was hard. The guys gave it to me, each one of them. It felt like it was me against the whole world, and it was. But at the same time, I think they were working as a team. They were working.
Do you think they did that they got together tactically just to push the pace?
No, definitely.
Because at one point you could see you looking around early on going, what's going on?
Even the Uganda guy was looking for the Kenyan guys were looking for the Ugandans, and then you had a couple of Ethiopians. Yeah, they worked out well. Fair play to them, and yeah.
Do you take it as a compliment, though?
Yeah, and that is good. It's good. For many years, the last 10 years, they've been saying how they're going to beat me, and even like some of the papers, particularly Jeffrey Komoro, was like, it's my time, I'm going to beat him. I'm like, okay, didn't even get a medal.
Do you think that's because they knew it's their last chance as well? It's their last chance to...
Yeah, but sometimes if you're going to talk, back it up, or at least back it up with something, I guess.
Do you have any hard words for them at the end? Because they've gone, I mean, you obviously understand tactically they've got to find a new way to try and beat you, but when they come up and start shaking your hands at the end, did you rub it in at all?
No, not at all. I respect my opponent, each one of them, no matter who they are. If they finish last in the race, if they finish first in the race, it's normal. Race is race. But sometimes before the race, it's like the other chat. I'm like, I don't understand it.
That Chepta guy's good though, isn't he?
Chepta guy's strong.
He called you an inspiration. He said you're a tough guy. He said he wishes you were around a bit longer so he could race you more.
Yeah.
Are you kind of almost glad in a way because he's probably the one?
He's the one coming through. He's the one coming through, and that's what I mean. If you believe you're strong enough that you do something works and keep training, it's a new person. It's a new lift. It encourages you. It keeps you going further. It's like. When I had the chance to be able to live with the Kenyans, that's what really changed me as an athlete. You see them and you tell yourself, how am I going to beat these guys if what I'm doing is not right and what they're doing is right? How are you going to beat them?
He says he's going to come. He's going to do his best to try and beat them in the 5. He
Serious?
says he's looking forward.
He's
to
doing
the
the 5.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he wants the rematch.
So is it surprising that your fastest championship at 10,000 should come at the age of 34?
Yeah, I'm very surprised, and I'm probably like the training I've been doing front remote. It's been going so well last 3 weeks. London, I told you guys, I wasn't quite ready, and it was true. I wasn't quite ready. I needed to do a couple of key sessions. Went back to front remote with the training camp, and everything's gone well. Ticked every box, and I knew from that point I was ready, but I didn't think I was going to run this hard.
I appreciate you've been asked about Tokyo a number of times before and you've been quite clear in sort of drawing the line under the track, but does the performance last night put it in the back of your mind that maybe you could go on a little bit more?
Last night when I finished the race, I wasn't even thinking about any other race apart from going home and chilling out and just doing the normal stuff, just trying to recover. Because I got quite emotional, and it's a normal human being to get emotional. But at this point in my career, I like to be able to come back for the 5K, that's my plan. And then after that, I'm signed up a few more races. We do Zurich, we do the Great North Run. Actually, we do Birmingham, Zurich, Great North Run. And then after that, I ain't going to think about anything. I'm just going to take away myself somewhere.
The fact you've signed up for Zurich, you did your PB, I think, there, 5,000.
Yeah.
Does that suggest to you, actually, you might even be able to go quicker and go for a PB in Zurich? Is that something?
I think it'd be nice to be able to, like, in my chapter on the track, to be able to close with personal best, run with something decent. It is possible, but obviously it's just, from now, the 10K, how much it's taken out of me, the 5K when I do, how much that Birmingham. And so in an ideal plan, if I were to do it, you do this race and you've got 3 weeks, I could run decent times, but it just depends on, each race is how much is taken out of me, how much training, am I distracted.
Is it important for you, Mo, that you finish on a high and leave everyone wanting more, if you like?
I want to leave on the high, but that's a perfect no, right? Everything's good. It ain't going to be that easy in the 5K. It's going to be tough for me. It's going to be challenging. There's a lot more guys. There's a lot more decisions made shortly. In the 10K, you've got 25 laps. You can relax a little bit, go to back, and make that decision, work around, play with the guys. In the 5K, if I'm not there at a certain point, or someone's going to do something, I can't cover it, can't do it, it's gone. So I just have to mentally get that ready and think.
A few of the sort of contenders in the 5K, they're all quite young, in their early 20s. Do you think, obviously at the age of 34, you draw on all that experience, like last night, and talk about that and what you were thinking of last night when they were ganging up on you?
Yeah, that experience is everything. If you've been in a situation before and you've been done that, it's easier to deal with, and that will help me massively. But it's always the new ones that are a bit more scary because they're raw. They don't know what they're doing. They just go for it. They just like.
Will you use the crowd again in the same way that you sort of did last night? Was that as much to sort of snap yourself into?
Yeah. I was using the crowd to help me, to get me going, to pull them, to throw the game off. I was doing everything.
Was that a conscious decision then? Had you thought about doing that before the race, or was that just a spur of the moment thing?
It was just spur of the moment stuff where I could see the crowd looking for me to see where I am. When you're not running that hard in a race, you're aware of a lot more. In the last 6, 7 laps, 8 laps, you're in the zone and thinking, oh, not long to go. So it was early on, and I was trying to use the crowd to cheer me going, to put them off. I'm thinking, yeah, guys, they're not cheering for you.
No, were you emotional at the end because your family were there, or because Arsene Wenger was there?
No, definitely my family. My family's been, family's everything to me. I love my kids, I love my wife, and family's everything for me. It's been that through up and down in my career, and if I'm going to close in London, I wanted them to be part of me and part of them to go be able to celebrate with me, because that's what we do. We do everything together. And for me, when I took my kids to the track, that was really beautiful. And my son and my twins was, 5 years ago, who would have thought that twins in mummy's tummy are going to be on the track? I think I'm a very lucky person in life. I'm a very lucky person. I have a gift that not many people have, to be able to know who I was, where I come from as a youngster, and to have what I have, and to have achieved what I have achieved. It's been incredible. Don't think there's enough word to explain, the journey and everything. But at the same time in life, you just have to appreciate what you have, do what you can, do the best that you can, and that's one thing, been taught in early years. Appreciate.
Was there emotions as well, because it's all coming to an end? Or is that?
Yeah, it is emotional, but it's been long. It's been a long career. You guys probably see me as a child running around and thinking going English schools. I don't know if some of you were there and thinking maybe you might run for Great Britain. And people probably said, a lot of people at early age said, oh, you should run for Great Britain. And when you run for Great Britain, to come this far, it's been incredible.
You said you were lucky, but you've obviously had to work incredibly hard as well. What do you think has managed to keep you at that super high level, even as you hit 33, 34? What kind of things have you done that maybe differently, or what have you had to do to sort of keep you at the top?
I think, to be honest with you, what keeps me to the top is staying hungry, staying humble, being nice, be normal, be myself, be who you are. Nobody's going to change me. And
but you've been able to defy Father Time. I mean, every time Kamora says he's getting a year older, I'll beat him next year, or Kalabadiki says a year older, I'll have him. It never happens. So you must be, most people when they hit their 30s are thinking, right, retirement. But you're able to keep it going.
No, I think it's just having a brilliant medical team, looking after yourself, understanding what your body can and can't do, and be true to yourself. Many of us are not true to ourselves and go, oh, I could do a little bit more, you could do a little bit. And I think being smart has helped me to be able to stay injury free and get to where I am. Yes, I am not as fresh as I was 6 years ago, 5 years ago. If you give me 2 sessions and my diary, I look at it 5 years ago, yesterday, big difference. But then when you look at it, you're like, there's a big difference there. I just need to do maybe a little bit more on that side here, maybe have an extra day here, come back another day here. And there's days that you turn up on the track and you're bollocks, you're knackered. There's nothing in the body.
But so, you're able to go into that pain zone, aren't you?
Yeah, but you got to, if you want it, you got to. And front remote, some of the guys were watching some of my key sessions, and it was probably about 10, 12 days to go, and they saw what I was doing. I'm like, oh, well, that's what needs to be done. It's like, guys, That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for all the last 5-6 years. Not exactly that session, but similar things. If you want it, that's what you got to do. How races are run. You have to know how races are run, what they do, who's capable of what. It's like a football match. Tactically, you have to get it right.
Is that something people don't give you enough credit for?
No,
Your tactics.
you know what? One thing to tell you, people don't take my kindness for weakness. If I was weak, do you think I would have won? There's a lot of people there, and don't judge book by the cover. I am who I am. I do all things that Mo does it, how I want to do it. And a lot of times, like people, yeah, you're nice, but they do take it for advantage.
Track, haven't you?
You've got to be ruthless on the track and outside the track sometimes.
You have to flick a switch before you race.
No, that automatically just happens because I've been like since I was a kid, been a runner.
When you say ruthless off the track, what do you mean? Does it mean it's just like you come first, if you need to do X?
If I need to do something and something's pissing me off, then...
And that would be what, to Barry, to Neil?
Nah, just anyone really.
Yeah.
I'm nice. I'm nice.
Go on, tell us a bit more.
I'm nice to you guys, so warning.
Your fellow Brits in the 5,000 metres, what can they
Butchard.
achieve?
Butchard.
Yeah, what can he do?
Shall I tell you his nickname? No, I won't tell you his nickname. He has a nickname.
Go on.
Go on.
No, I'm not going to say that. Ask him when you see him. Butchard is... I like him. I like Butchard over time. At one point, I was like, what are you talking about, mate? What? But now we've got to know each other a little bit. We did, in fact, I think we did a couple of runs together in front remote. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy to be able to change codes, to come back, and to be in that similar level to what he did last year. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. As an endurance athlete, you want to be able to just hold that bit, or even like curve a little bit, like get a little bit more. And we have a lot of guys who are believing themselves now, and Butchard's one of them. He will give you 110%, come out on the line, and he's going to try his best.
Cool.
So I just finished that. What could he achieve? Could he medal?
It's going to be tough for him to medal, but I personally think that. But if the race is run how it suits him, then there's a good chance. But in the years' experience and what I've had, it's going to be difficult for him to get a medal.
And very last question on your rivals. Who are your big rivals? The Ethiopians?
Everyone, the Ethiopians, everyone. I'm like.
Cool.